Good afternoon, gamers, and welcome into the first ever pre-recorded Midweek Madness, the variety section in which I play fun or weird games that pique my interest. I have a few cool games here to show you. One at the end that I am very excited about because one of my favorite developers made another game, unbeknownst to me. But I love that dev, and I'm excited to share that at the end here. But we start here at the beginning with 100 Dino Cats. Now, I've played quite a few Cats in Places, sort of these point-and-click find cat games in my time. We've done one just about every Midweek Madness since its inception back in August. And yeah, those games tend to come out pretty slowly, so it's good to mix it up every now and then with some different cats in different places. This one's a different publisher, I believe, which is a good thing because the last one that I played, Cats Hidden in Georgia, a lot of shit looked traced in it, and I don't know, same things might be traced here as well. That looks way too, like, you know, I don't know what it is about these games. I love playing them, but dude, it gives me such bad vibes when I see, like, traced assets. Is always, like, so shitty. Because, like, you can tell the difference where it's like, look at how, like, crusty these cats are, and, like, they have uneven lines. It's, like, very janky and sort of squishy and wobbly. The things that they, of course, have to draw by hand, because, of course, you can't just find a bunch of pictures of dino cats, but, like, I've seen this T-Rex a million times in my life. I like these games, but I don't want them to be traced. So it is a matter of... Oh, also, here, let me go... Well, I guess you couldn't see it either way in the bottom right. Every time that you click on one of these cats, you get an achievement. So by the time you finish playing one of these games, you actually have like 100 achievements. And every single one of these games, they always have like really short music loops as well. Some of these are dino cats, some of these are just cats. But they always have like really short music loops, kind of like Suika games in a way. At least this one, I am enjoying a lot more than Cats in Places based on the sheer fact, just basically that I can zoom in to where I can see them. And that, like, this cat here isn't, like, a single pixel on the screen. I appreciate that. That's a big problem with Cats Hidden in Places. Now, they are doing the asshole thing of putting them at the very bottom of the screen, where you can't even hardly see them. Douchebag. But, they can't all be perfect. This is not how this works. We just get to click all these cats. That one looks like the cat bus from Totoro. I watched that movie. It was rather good, but I don't remember finishing that movie. Or if I did finish that movie, I don't remember how it ends. But I remember it being cute. I think the only Studio Ghibli movie that I can certifiably say that I have finished, these poppies. We got an opiates in here? Or are those maybe dandelions? Those are probably dandelions. I like this cat. He's stern. He's wise. Oh no, this cat's in the T-Rex's mouth. No, you gotta get out of there, kitty. It's dangerous. It's so dangerous. That cat just looks like a rock. We are having a very easy time with these cats. This game is much, much, much easier than Cats Hidden in Places. Cats Hidden in Places like to just disguise the cats. Like, these are, like, certifiably recognizable cats, the ones that we're clicking on here. When you play Cats Hidden in Places, I swear to God, like, a cat would be, like, a tangential line connected to, like, a ladybug, or, like, within, like, the lines of these trees. Look at that little guy. I'm very much at this point disillusioned with Cats Hidden in Places. I like the genre of games. It's very much a tradition of these Midweek Madnesses, but there comes a point where you're no longer looking for cats and instead are just doing cock and ball torture. I like this because this is not cock and ball torture. But now we're down to the last 8 cats and we have to begin our search. There's one right there. Up there. We're starting to get catty in here. Many, many cats. This is normally where I would tell people at home to play along in the chat and point out cats if you see them. But you're not here. I'm not even here at the time this video goes out. The whole reason I'm pre-recording this is because I am busy as hell this week. There's a cat, there's a cat, there's a cat, there's a cat. 2 more cats remain. Yeah, I'm just really busy this week. And I don't want to just like do no content. I just don't have time to stream. And it's not completely out of the ordinary for me to do YouTube content. I used to do it briefly. A couple years ago, oh, there's a cat there. I briefly dipped into the YouTube game a couple years ago in a solo venture. Uploaded a couple of Let's Plays. And it was a rather fun experience, and I rather enjoy doing it, but my primary focus has always been streaming. But with an opportunity like this, I can sort of dip my toesies back in the water. Ah, there he is. We got all the cats. We got the cats. What the fuck is it doing? It just opened up the Steam store to the DLC. Wow. Wow. It just opened that on its own. Fuck you, game. How dare you? And it froze. Okay, there it goes. Well, that's 100 cats. 100 dino cats. Now that we have that out of the way, we can get on to the rest of it. That was less than 5 minutes. That's the fastest I've ever done one of these. Oh my god, this video is gonna be short. On to the next game. Get the shit out of my face. How the fuck do I close this? What the fuck? How do I close this game? That's not it, huh? Oh, there, exit. I'm dumb. Dear Detective, this is a 15-minute demo. Follow the meaning, please. I was reading that, wench. But this just looks pretty neat, and I wanted to check it out. I actually didn't know that it was a demo. Got my head in the clouds, despite my fear of heights. What, like blowing in my ear? Oh. Just sleeping on the bench. Look at that fish. What do you need to know? Items, collectibles. For Detective Pavel Trilby. No, oh, Paul Trilby. Pavel's a name. Left button to interact and move the map. Alt on and off hint. That's nice. Okay, pretty simple. Detective, evil practices are taking place in the hospital. The patients don't suffer from any mental illnesses. We need to help them. Meet me at the hospital. Sue. Sue, I don't know if you've been under a rock the past several years. Everybody has a mental illness. The truth may be considered by an unaware as a sign of madness. Cool, good insight. This bird's deal. Oh, that bird's gone. Check the lighthouse. Got a couple of oars. Or paddles, whatever you call them. I'm not a boat expert. I guess now we can paddle away. Like that, click there, boom. I guess you won't be able to see the bottom right, but there's nothing happening there, so who cares? Shut up about it. Actually, you can't even shut up about it. You're not even here, loser. I don't know if that's a flex, though, that I'm alone at the moment. Being alone is a flex. You know what? Keep your peace. Want worms? Okay, I can get you worms. I know how to hook a man up with some worms. There are many mentally ill people on both sides of the wall. They should be cured in the hospital, but they believe in their hallucinations. Bone there. We have a bone now. Will there be a dog who wants a bone? There's a cat up on the roof. Oh, I scared the poor fucker. Water, trash cans. All right, so we just kind of click around to see what's going on. Local news, the wall divided society. An increasing number of residents are criticizing the big wall, built at the request of the hospital director. Oh, here, you could have a bone. Poor little guy. Now I can go inside. Oh, we got one of these types of puzzles. What is this, Skydim? I believe this is what we call Skydim. You just gotta click all of them twice. That's how you solve those. Base. Whoops, hang on. Which way? Where do we go in, Treebeard? Almost there, hang on. Oh, that's why this face is really weird, I guess. That might explain some things. Does that work? Is that not correct? That's correct. That's correct. Oh, maybe, oh, I have it upside down. Oh, that makes so much more sense. Oh. Just gonna take that. Don't mind me. You got anything to say?
The Creator exists. I've been preaching my faith, and now I have to hide from the doctors. Although according to my belief, all of this has been orchestrated.
Maybe I should have left him alone. Oh, I thought I could read a sign. No, I cannot read. Real detectives don't need to read. What the hell is this about? Stairs on the inside of building at nighttime? Like, maybe if okay. Is that like a porthole? I don't see that characteristic on any buildings nearby, but I'll keep that in mind. I guess I can climb up this tower, perhaps. No, I cannot. No climbing for us, but we can go to the club. Actually has the umlauts. It's the club. Well, this man wants worms, and I don't know where I'm gonna find them, but I have an axe now. Maybe I could cut down a tree so I could start a fire. Or maybe I could kill this man with an axe. Nope, he just wants worms. Can I get to other parts of the city right now? Oh, I don't think I can. I think I have to, like... Oh, I can chop down that tree. Oh, to make a bridge. Oh, I suppose that makes sense, but, you know, that tree didn't really stand out much, so I'm not a big fan of that. Child?
Hey, sorry, doctor, putting something in the mailbox.
The mailbox, you say? Mailbox. I'm working on a transfer that will free us all from here. You will be needed to activate it. I'm waiting at the hospital. My friends will help you get inside. My friend's hospital. Okay, Sue. Sue, you've got it. I will definitely remember that. Missing if you see him call the hospital. No, thank you. I think he's just fine. Light. Don't I, like, take that... I do that here? No, that's like a different... There's somewhere else that I must be to activate that. Oh, I just noticed that the cursor changes color when it's something you can actually interact with. That helps a lot. It fills in. That took me way too long to realize. Warning! The three-eyed may appear in the neighborhood at night. I'm not scared of no three eyes. Ah, a club ticket. We can go clubbing at the club. You can stop digging through the trash now, sir. We got what we needed. To the club! Oh my god, I love this guy. Very specific hat code. Wrong hat. Read the sign, bub. I guess that's where that goes. And then I turn on the light. Oh my god. What about now? Yeah, we got hats. Oh. Dude, this is very charming and cute. I like this. Doesn't seem to be anything interactable in here. Oh, the coin.
Yes, the balls. I may have a few beers, but I can still see clearly. Can you stick your hands off my coin, or I'll smack you with this mug.
We need to stop him from seeing us. And we need a coin to get into the... Is that supposed to be the wash closet? Is this a Canadian game? Despicable. Despicable that I would even be led to believe that this game is anything but Canadian. I'm disgusted. Sorry, I have nothing against Canadians, it's just fun to riff. Sometimes it's just fine to just razz my Canadian viewers. What do you say? Whoops. They claim they built the wall for our safety, but in reality, they want to exert even more control over us. Ain't that the truth? Bird. I suppose I can go through... Well, I need an ID to get through the wall. Okay, we're getting somewhere, though. What do I don't have any items. I can get inside the club, but I can't do anything inside the club. What do you say? Did I even talk to you? Some don't believe in the creator, but what if he exists? I don't know, man. What if? Are you gonna help me or not? I guess we're going back in the club. What's this on the wall? Oh, that's just the lever. So this guy's like... Oh, I tipped his head. Okay, that's silly. I mean, he's not gonna notice. And then we're still somehow here. Okay, go into the wash closet. Yep, that is in fact what that is. Sorry, I thought that was a tampon. Oh my god. When you see an object of that shape in a trash can, I mean, there's nowhere else for your mind to go. There's something interactable with this sink, though. Fascinating. I can flush. And there's a vent up here. Can I pry it? Sure can. Ah, I see. The control for the faucet. Oh, worms. That's gross. I don't think I like that. But hey, this guy can get his worms. Oh. Oh, that's not what I thought was gonna happen. That's not what I thought was going on. An ID. All right, let's blow this popsicle stand. ID, get me through the wall. Get me through the wall. Oh, and that's it. I wish we could have explored a little bit more of what, like, the actual premise of the story was. And, like, see a little bit more of, like... You know, right now we have, like, this sort of setup villain, but we didn't actually get to really see any of the villain. We just heard about the villain in the demo. And, like, this greater evil. We didn't actually get to, like, explore any of it or, like, recognize any of the concepts within it. So, like, that's cool. It looks really cool, and I like point and clicks. It's cute. I may, in fact, add this to my wish list, or it says add to your collection. I may come back to this with a full release, because it is interesting, and it looks very nice, and it sounds very nice. So, you know what? Cool game. Cool game. Let's move on to the one that I am most excited for, my favorite developer. Yippee! Okay, I regret to inform that I have misinformed the people. This is not, in fact, a new game by Cosmo D. This is an old game called Saturn V, and it came out in 2014, actually, but it got updated a few days ago, which is why I thought it was new, because it showed up at the top of the store page. But you know what? I don't believe I've experienced this for myself. So let us go and experience it. So this game is based on a song. That's kind of like the whole thing of this game is based on the vibes of a song. And I believe the song is called, it's probably called Saturn V. So if you don't know Cosmo D, his games, they tend to be more surreal experiences. Very much visual and audible dreamscapes is kind of the best way to describe them. It's Homer. They're just dreamscapes, and like it's just kind of about vibing for the most part. And so it's kind of about, that's a bear, just kind of exploring around and just enjoying the scenery. It's a big part of it. Pastoral. There's dog, owl, copyright information at the top of the frame. You know, are we gonna start seeing that with like framed artworks in like galleries, like copyright information? I mean, you can't even take a picture of the Eiffel Tower at night because the lights on the Eiffel Tower, I don't know why I can't say that word. The lights themselves are an art installation on the tower, and so that art itself, you know, has its own rights about, you know, how it can be like used. You can't like, that's that corn? I can relate to this. I grew up in Indiana. That seems very accurate. Yeah, just kind of walk around and just experience stuff. Some of the games, stuff like Betrayal at Club Low, have more gameplay to them, and they have puzzles and things like that. Betrayal at Club Low has a lot of gameplay, but for the most part, Cosmo D makes a lot of sort of walking simulator things, which, you know, I'm a fan of. I like them, because this is just kind of my vibe. There's a specific vibe to all this, and it's mine. What I love. Pringles. Let me enjoy the Pringles. It's the biggest tragedy of this world that Cosmo D isn't just pumping out games every 2 days. Hi, Lord Wolnir? I would just be eating that shit up constantly. Constantly. If he just put out one of these like a week, I'd live a happy life. How about just kind of like mashing stuff? You know, the usage of these things Although it seems like, you know, why the fuck is this here? There is an intention to a lot of it. It's just that we don't know what the hell that intention is. And I kind of like that. Music production. Archipelago. I believe that's what this is. Like, that's the album or whatever that this game is inspired by. That's what it's going for, I believe. That's also like the cover art of the game, so pretty safe to assume that. I didn't even notice this fish with legs, but I rather like him. I rather like the fellow, dare I say. I think we can go downstairs. If I had this, like, these stairs in real life, I would feel like I was just gonna hit my head going down them. It's like Minecraft stairs. Yep, there's that art again. Ah. Your average Sekiro map. I just say that because of this tower here. I played Sekiro recently. I really like it. I rather enjoyed that game. I'm rather obsessed with FromSoft games. Can't get enough of them. The hell are we looking at? What area is this? Is this even real? Chat, is this real? I don't know about the Indisque Ocean. Oh, that says Atlantic. New York Harbor, bird's eye view. Back in the day where you had to do artist renditions of cities from above because, I mean, it's not like you're going to be able to, you know, they couldn't go up in a drone. They could go up in a balloon at some point and take pictures, but... Huh. Seems like a lot of these are New York. What is this? Brooklyn. Hey, Brooklyn. I know I'm saying... I'm sorry, does that say... Siemens Bank for Savings. Hang on, I have a... There we go. I had the foresight to move my soundboard over to this OBS scene. Interesting. These are some old maps. Ah. Your standard Deep Rock Galactic beer choices. Cigar City Brewing. I don't know how to interact with anything. Let me hang on. No, there's no interacting. You just walk. I believe we've almost seen all of it. You can just take a gander at all of it. So this is literally like the first thing basically that Cosmo D put out. I don't know why it got an update recently. That much I couldn't tell you, but it's, yeah, it's a Cosmo D experience that I had not experienced before, so I am happy to have seen it. And I know that it probably sounds like pretentious as shit to be talking about like how great these games are. But man, if you love something, don't let nobody else tell you that you can't enjoy it. I don't need to hear anybody else's opinions on what these games are about or anything else about them, what they think about them. They don't like them, they can keep that to themselves because I am rather fascinated by what he makes. And I'm just glad that he's making it. I didn't look at these books. Agricola. Pandemic on the brink.
Did this game release in 2020? Bwam?
It's like VR chat worlds before VR chat. And in all reality, it's just more like worlds, which nobody really remembers these days. I wasn't even a part of it back in the day. I would have no knowledge of worlds if it weren't for secondhand exposure. But I just like it when people make weird stuff that really only makes sense to them and just kind of just put it out and just let it exist. Cool. Unfortunately, this one doesn't have any narrative experience like Off-Peak does, or Tales from Off-Peak City, or Betrayal at Club Low. Those ones all have really fascinating stories with really fun writing and characters and a lot of original music. But this is just what it is. and it's something I enjoy. Thank you for tuning in to this here midweek madness. I do want to be doing more YouTube things, as I rather enjoy making things for YouTube. That much I cannot deny. I am, as much as it pains me at some times, an editor to my heart, at my heart, to my core, at my heart, at heart. Why can't I? What's wrong with me? But I like making stuff pre-recorded, edited for YouTube. The same way that sometimes you don't want to just like throw together a freezer meal. Sometimes you want to cook. That's just how that feels to me. Sometimes you want to cook. And making YouTube videos is like cooking to me. And streaming is like shoveling down potato chips. But either way, thank you for watching this midweek madness. There may be more YouTube stuff coming in the near future, depending on just if I feel like doing it. If I find stuff that I want to share, I'll do it then. And hopefully I'll be back to streaming within a timely manner as soon as my schedule lets up. But until then, have a nice day, and goodbye.